could talk a dog off a meat truck.
I have a few questions on the Citadel.
What do you need to find?
Can you describe the layout?
You are currently in A Ring. Here you will find the Great Hall, the Lion's Den, and the Archives. Beyond this area is B Ring, quarters for the Knights, Scribes, and Elder Lions. Outside in the Bailey are the training areas and access to the Initiates Barracks. Other than that, down those steps is the lab. Be careful around there. The Scribes are touchy about who goes near their toys.
Do you have a medic?
You could say that. We have an old Robo-Doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. You'll find him in B Ring.
I need some supplies. Who would I see about that?
Well, any one of us would see Knight Captain Durga down in the lab, but since you're an outsider, you'll need permission from Elder Lions.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. Their weapons are better. Their power armor is better. Is their training better? We'll see.
Care to share anything about the Super Muties?
You know how many uglies I've killed? More than all of Lion's Pride combined. That's how many. All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm.
That's good to know.
Steel be with you.
What was the result of the latest scan?
Listening, super mutant activity in DC is high, but nothing out of the ordinary. The area around Galaxy News Radio is nearly secure.
I see. You honor us with your presence here.
I guess I need to talk to Scribe Jameson. Make sure all my, personal information is up to date. For the scrolls, I mean.
Tell you what, let's hook up later and go see Scribe Bowditch. I heard he's been working on some new power armor mods. Can't hurt.
All right.
You.
Hail. Name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak. Heard about that mess over at the Purifier. Don't you worry. You're safe here.
How did you end up in the Brotherhood?
Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lions. You see, I grew up in the pit. Don't suppose you ever been there, huh? It's about 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there were not well. But the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hammer. They called it the Scourge.
What was the Scourge?
It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half-mutated, cancerous, vile things. And these people, rape gangs, torture squads, it was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing that could have happened to it. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood first arrived in this area. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lions swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against them. They were completely outnumbered, and still they razed that place to the ground.
How did you escape? Oh, hold on. There we go.
As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutie child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but it had to be done. I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain at dawn.
How'd you end up back here?
Elder Lions brought us all back to the Citadel. He said it was the safest place he knew of. This place was still being converted. He put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. The man's like a father to me.
That's pretty amazing, Kodiak.
Nah. The amazing thing is Elder Lions. He risked everything. Went in outmanned and outgunned. I'll never be able to thank him enough. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that's what he really wants. In time, I'm sure you'll understand.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
There's meat under that armor, and meat can be ground.
Care to share anything about the Super Muties?
Hell, I've killed more of those yellow Frankensteins than any other member of the Pride. Except maybe Gallows, those crazy solo night ops of his.
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
Now, I see the Brotherhood's one thing, but the Pride, best of the best. Every damn one of us. Handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself.
What's your combat specialization?
Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault. Guess you could say I'm the Pride's jack of all trades.
Gotta go.
Never back down.
So him coming from the pit is a nice little reference to the to one of the DLCs that I've got that involves going to the pit. I've never played out that DLC, so that'll be a blind part of the game whenever we get to it later. Which is kind of cool, because when I first played this game, the DLC didn't come out yet, and after talking to that guy, I was like, wow, I really want to go to the pit and check that place out. See just what the Scourge did and stuff, and now we'll get to it at some point. That's kind of cool. Let's see, what's this? More holotags. Dummy terminal, that's nice. Hello, Glade.
Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier. Hell of a thing.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Man, I don't know. Fighting uglies is one thing, but we've never gone up against anyone that well trained or organized. Even their tech is better. Don't get me wrong, the Pride's in it to win it. And I'll go down shooting if I have to. I just hope I don't have to.
Care to share anything about the Super Muties?
Man, nothing dies like an ugly. I once saw Colvin snipe the leg off one at 200 yards. Thing pirouetted like a figure skater.
What can you tell me about Lion's Pride?
You, my friend, are talking about the most elite fighting force ever assembled within the Brotherhood of Steel. Each of us was handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself. You can't even realize what an honor that is. Sarah defines combat excellence.
What's your job?
Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it.
Gotta go.
Steel be with you.
Okay.
Hail.
Very well. Thank you for the update.
More stuff to loot. I'll just loot all your food, guys. Don't pay any attention to me.
What was the result of the latest scan?
Super mutant activity in DC is high, but nothing out of the ordinary. The area around Galaxy News Radio is nearly secure.
What's the situation?
Thought as much.
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland, in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things
Got a
could get
second?
interesting.
What's on your mind?
All right. Thank you.
I ran some scans on the Enclave positions at the Purifier. Some serious firepower.
That's the advanced Mark II. I don't know if the standard round could even penetrate that stuff.
Need something, friend?
Guess I need to talk to Scribe Jameson. Make sure all my, personal information is up to date. The scroll.
Listen, let's talk about this more later, okay?
All right.
Good thing about looting here is that once I get this done, we won't have to do it again.
Glad you were.
Not that we have to do it, but I want to.
You honor us with your presence here.
Nah. You!
Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
I have found a Brotherhood holotag. What should I do with it?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood. But perhaps it is something that you can assist us with. If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Sure, I have all the time in the world.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins, often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
And without radio equipment, you can't keep track of them?
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates, but with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
What are the scrolls that you mentioned?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so, each man who nobly serves the Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Where can I find holotags?
They are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you a full report on the locations of all of our operations. As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
Why can't you send your own people to find the holotags?
As I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity and Elder Lion's edicts regarding our goals, we are critically short on manpower. Any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field or defending the Citadel. As much as I hate to involve outsiders, it is necessary if I am to properly maintain the scrolls to honor the dead.
Sure.
As you wish. Just remember, more tags, more reward. I know how you outsiders think.
I wanted to ask about the holotags.
Yes. What about them?
I found some.
Have you? It saddens me to...
Take all the holotags.
Their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here's your reward. Use it well and in good health.
Experience. Whoa, 300 experience for that. That was pretty sweet. I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
Ah, one of my favorite subjects, of course. What would you like to know?
What does the Brotherhood believe?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients over the horrors and evils of the wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. Ah, and we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still we fight on. Super Mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
Who are the members?
Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
What about the Brotherhood's history?
We first arrived in the Capital Wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, super mutants, and Project Purity. Ah, the Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know. At least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
And that's all.
Very well.
Tell me a little bit about the scribes.
Well, there are a number of orders within the scribes, each dedicated to a specific area of research.
What's the orders?
The Order of the Sword is responsible for weapons research and development. Guns, ammunition, anything of an offensive nature. Defensive research is done by the Order of the Shield. Power armor, defensive structures, anything that is intended to protect us. The Order of the Quill preserves the written knowledge of the ancients, seeking out all manner of books and holotapes.
And what order are you part of?
Actually, I am proctor of the Order of the Quill. I oversee the archives and library here in the Citadel. We are dedicated to preserving the history of the Brotherhood, as well as unearthing the secrets of the pre-war civilizations. We have a single field associate, Scribe Yearling. She operates out of the former Library of Congress to the northeast.
That's all I needed.
Certainly.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
I'll do that again. Sorry about that. For some reason my mouse doesn't want to work. There we go.
Quite a few, but most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will...
Oh, never mind. Wasn't worth worrying about. Care to share anything about Super Muties?
The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why.
Gotta go.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Alright, so I think this is a computer we need for the main quest. Vault listings. Pause and read if you're interested. And 87's the one with the kick. Alright, so we found what we needed. We can go back to Rothschild at some point.
What?
Feel free to pause and read all of these.
What's the situation?
Enclave troops have fortified the Purifier complex. With those vertibirds, they're able to transport personnel at a remarkable rate.
Very well. Thank
I
you.
heard he's been working on some new power armor mines.
That's
Yeah.
heavy raider country, so
Roger
things
that.
could get interesting.
I thought as much.
Ah, it's good to see you again.
Can you tell me about the outcasts?
The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts, to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion.
I thought the protection of humanity was part of a Brotherhood's oath.
Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost.
How do your remaining soldiers feel about the outcasts?
Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs.
Has your decision been worth it?
Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life, and most of our recent recruits have come from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives and made the capital wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it.
That's enough about the outcasts.
Yes, let's speak of other things.
I'd like permission to trade.
This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade.
Yay! Gotta go.
Of course.
You honor us with your presence here.
You.
Did you have any success with that old terminal?
Vault 87 has a GEC, but I don't know where it is.
Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with. Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask.
So what's your story?
My story? I blow the head off anything more than 200 meters downrange. I'm the best shot in the Brotherhood of Steel, bar none. Not even Colvin can match my kill count. That's my story.
That's impressive. Competition must be stiff around here.
Damn right it is. Last time I checked, it wasn't called the Sisterhood of Steel. Hell, even Sarah has to prove herself to the knuckle draggers. Every once in a while, we have to show 'em what's what.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Honestly, I can't wait to see if one of those helmets can stop a hollow point round at 100 yards. I'm thinking, not.
Care to share anything about Super Muties?
I can tell you that those heavily armored ones, the Masters, they favor heavy weapons. Miniguns and missile launchers. My recommendation? Headshot from a distance. Avoid the meat grinder.
What can you tell me about Lion's Pride?
We're the most elite tactical unit ever assembled in the Brotherhood of Steel. Here or anywhere else. Hell, ain't nothing Sarah's Cubs can't handle.
What do you do here?
I'm a sniper with the Pride. Put any muty bastard within 1 mile of me and my rifle, and, well, pack it up, troops. Fight's over. Colvin thinks he's a better shot. Man's delusional.
Gotta go.
Remember, 1 shot, 1 kill.
Yay! Creepy.
Yes? I'm glad that we understand one another.
That's hilarious.
Each day we make it to the end's a good one, huh? What do you need?
What do you think about Gallows?
I don't trust him. I know. I should take faith in my brother. But he disappears for days out into the wastes. He comes back without a word. He only reports to Sentinel Lions, and he doesn't tell the rest of us what he's up to. I can't trust a soldier like that. The other guys, they think it's a joke. Glade's even got a betting pool going to find out Gallows' real name. A betting pool, honestly.
Gotta go.
Walk in steel.
Now we gotta go find Glade.
Hail.
Good to see you in one piece, partner. What can I do for you?
That's quick.
Steve? Good to see you in one piece, partner. You figure out his name yet? Yeah, I thought not.
Gotta go. Alright. You're gonna tell us your name and you're gonna like it.
What?
So, what's your real name?
What's the pool up to now, anyway? Nice try, though.
Come on, it'll really throw those guys for a loop if you tell me.
Fine. I'm tired of this game. Irving. My name's Irving.
There. Go collect your money. Maybe now they'll leave me alone about it.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're men. They're born, they live, they die. End of story.
Care to share anything about Super Muties?
Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die.
Lion's Pride?
Sarah appreciates my methods. I fill a role no one else can.
What's your speciality?
Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, bye.
Stay safe, stranger.
Give me my monies.
What do you need?
I know Gala's real name.
Really? You're kidding me. What is it?
You never did tell me what I'd win.
Good point. The pool is up to about 1,000 caps these days. Now, come on. What's his name?
It's Irving.
Irving? Are you serious? Oh, man. Wait until the other guys hear this. Irving! Here's the pool. You earned it.
Yay, 1,000 caps for nothing.
Steal.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Why don't you make me? Ha ha ha! Hey, Paladin Cross. Good to see you. I'm going to talk to you later. That's the companion you can get, the Paladin Cross.
Welcome.
Here in the Citadel if you're sufficiently high karma.
Yes, I need to talk to Scribe James.
Finding your way about all right?
We need to go to the lab, I think. Because Rothschild's going to point us to that really ineffective map to find out where the Vault 87 is. If I can get over there, get out of my way. Oh, Rothschild, where do you be? Where are you and why aren't you here?
What was the result of the latest scan?
Hail.
Enclave troops have fortified the Purifier complex. With those vertibirds, they're able to...
Are you going to be here if I wait?
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid.
Why? What's difficult about it?
The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be quite impossible.
How do I get through the radiation?
Quite simply, you don't. To attempt such a thing would be certain death for you.
There's got to be another way.
You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may